Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Starworker X back here with another video, and today's video is what if Deku was the reincarnation of Killua? And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I seen it was like 92, like 93, something like that. Like 92% of y'all wasn't subscribed. So like, if y'all like my videos, go ahead and drop a sub and like put on post notifications. You know what I'm saying? Because like you'll be able to like see whenever I post. So yeah. Alright, let's get with the what if. Okay, so I do want to say something before we start the what if. Okay, so Deku will have two different types of nin. Which is transmuter, which is the one that Killua has, and enhancer. I think it was enhancer. I think it's called enhancer anyway. But so basically, like with one for all, he'll be able to like say he uses 20%. He'll be able to like enhance that 20% without it like taking a toll on his body. You know, so like it will be like 20% plus like nin 30%. So it's like 20% one for all, 30% nin. So yeah, but if you did like regular like 50% one for all, his body would probably be destroyed. So yeah, let's get on with the what if. Oh yeah, and by the way, like for his like transmuter nin, he can like he can just use lightning, but he can also enhance his lightning with his enhancement nin. So yeah, all right. Enough of my rambling. Let's get on with the what if. Alright, so this would have starts when Deku is 4 and all the other kids in his class starting to unlock their quirks. Katsuki Bakugo, one of Deku's classmates, comes around comes from I'm choking. Comes into the classroom and he says, look at my quirk. Isn't it awesome?" The teachers are amazed as well as the students. But then Deku says, "I'm not amazed at all. Look at what I can do." Blue lightning starts floating around his body. And then he starts to make the lightning bolts grow bigger. And then more of them start to appear. And then Bakugo says, "Whoa, that's cool." But on the inside, he's thinking, I should have got my quirk first. He been had his quirk. That's not fair at all." But then Deku says, your quirk's pretty cool too, but mine's better." Deku is a lot more cocky in this what if, so yeah. And then Bakugo says, "Whatever, nerd." And then Deku says, "Okay, whatever." But let's see. The day before Inko had took Deku to the quirk doctor, they had seen that he doesn't have like a normal quirk. They say that the quirk doctor said it's not even a quirk. You still are quirkless, but you have something greater than a quirk. It's one of the many other powers other than a quirk that unique people have. And most of the time, when they have these powers, other souls are inhabiting their bodies. So then, Deku says, "That's scary and cool at the same time. Do you think it's an evil soul or a good soul?" And then the court doctor says, "From our readings, this thing or soul has good intentions, but we don't really know yet." And then Deku says, "That's awesome." And then the one of the tests that they ran on Deku, they asked him to focus his power on a cup with water in it. And then the water glass overflowed. And then it started sparking with lightning as well. And then and then the doctor wrote down on his clipboard. He said, it read. Oh my God. Okay, so it read, Nin, two types, transmuter, enhancer. And then let's come back to when the quirk doctor is talking to Deku. Then he says, you could be the number one hero with this power, but you will have to master it first, because no one just gets this power right automatically. You do have greater control over it. And then he starts to explain to Deku what Nin is. He starts to say, there's 6 types of Nin, and normal people, well, out of the ordinary people, usually have 1. But you're even more out of the ordinary. You have 2. They're called enhancer and transmuter. Transmuter, when you're a transmuter, you basically can manipulate your aura or your life force energy and manipulate it into something else. Say, like, it would manipulate the wind or the water. And then Deku says, that's cool. Then the doctor says, your second type is enhancer. You can use this to enhance your lightning or enhance your physical strength overall. And then Deku says, oh, that's pretty awesome. But then Deku starts to wonder if he would ever get a quirk. And then the doctor says, it's too late for you to have a quirk, if that's what you're wondering. He does have a mind reading. The quirk doctor has a mind reading quirk. And then Deku says, okay. But the quirk doctor says, be grateful for what you have, because it could be taken away from you in an instant. And then Deku says, okay, thank you. And then him and Inko walk out of the hospital and drive home. Let's skip back to when Deku is in pre-K. Now, all the kids are showing off their quirks, and Bakugo is showing off his to some other kids as well. And then Deku comes over to Bakugo, and he says, your quirk is worthless. Mine is way better than yours. And then Bakugo says, what did you just say? He starts popping explosions out of his hand, and he launches it at Deku. He dodges it, and then he puts his hand on Bakugo and gives him a slight shock. Something greater than a shock that you would get from something greater than a static shock that you would get from a doorknob or a blanket or something. It hurt at least 2 times more. And then Bakugo says, what just happened? What did you do? And then Deku says, don't worry about that. Just know I'm stronger than you, and know not to mess with me, because I can enhance it more than you. I can enhance this more than you think. Oh my. Okay, sorry for that interruption. That was my sister being annoying once again. But anyways, Bakugo then says, whatever, get away from me. Don't want to talk to you again. Bakugo then thinks to himself, if he can do greater damage, if he can do more damage than that, he could kill me. I don't want to get on his bad side ever. Now, this becomes Bakugo following around Deku, and Deku's bullying Bakugo instead of the other way around. But the irony is that Deku doesn't even have a quirk, but Bakugo does. And most people would think And Deku, of course, has a quirk, but he doesn't. But it still is. You could still you would be able to sense, if you were in that universe, you would be able to sense that Deku doesn't have a quirk or anything. And then Deku then gets home, and then he thinks to himself, I wonder what this soul thing is that's been happening in my body. Then he starts to concentrate his power on his head, the front of his head, his third eye, really. And then his lightning starts filling up the room. It starts to take shape, and then it starts to take the shape of a person with spiky white hair. And then, he says, who are you? And then he says, my name's Killua. I'm currently inhabiting your body because you're my reincarnation. And then Deku says, reincarnation? What does that mean? And then Deku says, so basically, you're my soul, but in a different life. Our souls are bound together, but still different at the same time. Killua then explains, you can kind of use me you can kind of use this form of me kind of like a defense or a mechanism. You know that show Avatar: The Last Airbender? Basically like the Avatar state. Lightning will form around you, and it will take the form of me, and I'll protect you. And Deku says, okay, that's the end of the what if. Bye.